talk about the summary and the exam oriented question. So we have done module D, we have done module C, and right now today we will done the module B. Okay, so now in this week the summary session will be finished, so that you can easily, in the summary session, I think I have covered all the provision, all the summary of your book, so that is very important. Okay, and I will also share the sheet of the summary, but at the last of the session. Okay, now let's start with the session. So first of all, class, the topic is law relating to security and the mode of charge. So what is security, guys? See, if the borrower, right, take money from the creditor and borrower give security, borrower give the security. So in that case, what will happen? So what are the kinds of security that we have to deal in this particular question? Okay, so now let's start with the first security, that is mortgage. So what is mortgage, guys? The mortgage is very simple, in which we just give immovable property as a security to the creditor. That is called mortgage, because borrower wants money, and if the borrower have given the immovable property as a security, this is called mortgage. And if it is a movable property, this is called the pledge. Okay, so you can see that mortgage is a transfer of interest. Why it is called transfer of interest? Because actually we do not, take the immovable property just like land and house in our hand and move to the other place. No, the immovable property we cannot displace from the place. Okay, so that's why in the mortgage we are actually transferring the interest in the immovable property to secure an advance loan, an existing debt or a future debt, and the performance of obligation. The Transfer of Property Act contemplate 6 type of mortgage. So guys, there are 6 type of mortgage, and in the summary session, one by one line is given here in the summary act also. So first of all, you have to remember, that is simple mortgage, mortgage by conditional sale, usufructuary mortgage, English mortgage, mortgage by deposit of title deed. This title deed is also known as, guys, equitable mortgage, and the last one is anomalous mortgage. So there are 6 types of mortgage in your TP Act. So now let's understand each type of mortgage in this part. Okay, see, in the simple mortgage, mortgage by deposit of title deed, and the English mortgage, the possession. What is possession? Possession means the custody. There's a difference between possession and ownership. Ownership, I have an absolute right. If the possession is not absolute right. So guys, the possession of mortgage property is not given to the mortgagee. See, not given to the mortgagee. Is that okay? Then in the usufructuary and conditional mortgage, the possession is given to this one. So now see, the possession given to the mortgagee. So if these two sentence, the word possession is there, that we are talking about. In this one also, this one also. Not given, this one given. Try to understand each concept. Try to understand each concept. Okay, class, is that okay? In the case of simple and mortgage by deposit of title deed, the mortgagee has right to proceed against the property and also personally against the mortgager. It means in the simple mortgage and the title deed, the mortgagee has right to proceed against the property. Okay, property mortgaged and also personally against the mortgager. It means in these two mortgage, the mortgagee, the mortgagee personally just knock the mortgager that you have to give our money, because we know that mortgager is a person who take money to whom? From the mortgagee. Mortgage by deposit deed is not required, created by the and does not require the register. It means this is the only mortgage in which it does not require registration. This is important. Okay guys, this is important from the examination point of view. Done? Okay class, so if I say you about the simple mortgage, possession is not transferred. Mortgagee can personally say the mortgager to give the money, and if mortgager is not able to pay the money, we can take the help of the court to sell the property. Conditional mortgage, the mortgage deed will be automatically converted into the sale deed, right? If the mortgager is not able to pay the money. Usufructuary, if mortgager is not able to pay the money, mortgagee can use rent and profit. English mortgage, certain date is decided and the property is absolutely transferred to the mortgagee. Equitable mortgage, in the metropolitan areas, this mortgage will be happen and registration is not required. And the last one is anomalous. Anomalous is a different kinds of mortgage. It means it is a combination of two or more mortgage. That's it. Okay, so this is your complete mortgage. Done guys? Now, the limitation. Guys, if we talk about the limitation period for filing the suit for the sale of mortgage property, for the sale of mortgage property, so that is your 12 year when the money suit become due. And the limitation for filing the suit for foreclosure, that is 30 year. So these two limitation in the mortgage is important. Just a quick revision. We have already done in the paid class, but in the summary session, you can easily see how the things are given here. Okay. Enforcement of mortgage is governed by Code of Civil Procedure 1908. This one. Suit for sale of mortgage properties are to be filed in the court within whose jurisdiction the mortgage property is situated. Exactly where we have filed the case, where the mortgage property is situated. Again important. In a suit for sale of mortgage property, the court first passes a preliminary decree and then after passes the final decree. That is important. Okay. Now, document of title to immovable property has been defined by the court, okay, as one of the case by Syndicate Bank versus Modern Tile and Clay Works, where in the decision it was inter stated that the document of title means the legal instrument which prove the right of a person in a particular property. This is called what? Document of the title. This is called document of the title. A copy of a deed of transfer is not considered to be the document. It means the copy of a deed is not considered to be the document of title for the purpose of creation of equitable mortgage. Okay. However, certain because see, in the equitable mortgage now, we have to give a title deed. We have to give a particular title deed. So that's why the copy is not required in the equitable mortgage. However, under the certain circumstance which has been enumerated in the court case, the copy of title deed may be accepted as a document of title, this one. So there are certain circumstances in which the original copy is not found. We can give the copy of this one. So this is important. Okay. Now let's do the question. Mortgage is what? Mortgage is what class? Tell me. Transfer of title, transfer of interest, or what? Yes, class. What is the right answer for this question? So basically, mortgage is the transfer of interest. A simple mortgage is created, instrument in writing, oral agreement, oral assent. Assent means the permission, or unwritten promise. What is the right answer? So what is the right answer? The simple mortgage is created by instrument in writing. So second, A is the right answer. Excellent. DS official. Okay, excellent. Next, in the mortgage by way of conditional sale, the property is conditional sale. Sold with condition of reconvenience, that is retransfer. Sold unconditionally. Sold by mutual oral consent. Yeah, all of the above is correct. What is the right answer? Mortgage by conditional sale, in which there is a mortgage deed in which it is written, if the mortgagor is not able to pay the money, so the mortgage deed will be converted into the sale deed. Third, A is the right answer. Okay, A is the right answer. Limitation period for filing a suit for sale of mortgage property is dash year when the money suit become due. 3, 5, 10, 12. Okay, so this is 12 here. Next, what is appropriation? Okay, again this is the second part of your this chapter. So what is appropriation? So I think we have done the Clayton rule. We have done the Clayton rule, and this is also known as FIFO, first in and first out. So appropriation is basically setting aside of funds received from the debtor for the specific purpose, paying the specified debt. So the section here that involved is 59, 60 and 61 of the Indian Contract Act. That can also come in the form of question. That can also come in the form of question. What is appropriation? Okay, what is assignment? Assignment is the process by which a person called assigner prefer to transfer right and benefits to the another person, that is called assignee. So that's generally happened when the bank purchase the insurance and bank is the what? Guarantor of the person. So this is called assignment. Actionable claim. Section 130 of the TP Act, which provides rule for transfer of actionable claim. Normally, as per law, assignee can only have a rights equal to that of assigner, cannot have better right with certain exception. Actionable claim, the claim that's always arise in the unsecured debt. That's it. Okay. Pledge means bailment of goods for the purpose of securing a payment of debt and an obligation. Pawnee has a special right regard to the goods pledge. Exactly. Valid pledge can be created by owner and the mercantile agent. Mercantile agent is the agent who work for the sale and purchase of the property of the owner. Constructive involve only the delivery of keys of the warehouse. This is called constructive pledge because we know that in the pledge we just give movable property as a security. Under the contract of pledge, the pawnee can sell the goods pledged after notice and retain the goods and file suit for recovery of debt. Security of movable property is called hypothecation. In hypothecation, the possession is not delivered. That is the basic difference between pledge and hypothecation. In the pledge, we are delivering the possession, but in hypothecation, we are not delivering the possession. Okay, now, pledge means dash of goods for the purpose of securing this. What is this? Pledge means what? Yes, class, pledge means what? The pledge means bailment. Okay, pledge is what? The bailment. Why it is bailment? It is bailment. Why? Because it is basically in the bailment also we just deliver the property, and in the pledge also we are delivering the property. So that's why pledge is the bailment. Hypothecation is the implied pledge in the cases where constructive possession of good is given, delivery of goods is given, constructive possession of obligation is given, or none of the above. What? What is hypothecation? Hypothecation is the implied pledge in the cases where, what is the right answer? Again, I am saying hypothecation is equal to not pledge, because in the pledge we are delivering the goods as a security, but in the hypothecation we are not giving possession, but actually we are giving the, suppose, ownership. So I am giving the example of hypothecation. Suppose if I want to purchase the car, so I will demand money from the bank, right? I will demand money from the bank. So now in that case, if I demand money from the bank, okay, so suppose if I am not able to pay the money of the car, so the bank can take my possession because my real document is in the hand of bank. So that's why bank can take action. Okay, so hypothecation is an implied pledge in the cases where constructive possession of goods is given, delivery of goods is given, constructive possession of obligation is given, and none of the above. Tell me, guys. Delivery of good, this is not the right answer. This is not the right answer. Constructive possession of obligation is given. The right answer is excellent. That is none of the above. Okay. Now, the term hypothecation has been defined in which of the following act? Hypothecation class. Indian contract, negotiable, transfer of property, or SURFACE Act. Which of the following is the right answer? Hypothecation, that is defined in the, that is SURFACE Act. Section 2, clause N. Okay, right. Now class, the last topic of your module B, so that we can easily complete our module B. Okay, now what is charge? So charge is defined under the Company Act 2013 as the charge means an interest or lien created on the property or assets of a company or any of its undertaking, both as security includes a mortgage. So charge is basically created on the security that we have given to the creditor, right? So it is always create in the favor of the creditor and the lender. Section 77 say it's talk about the registration, so this had to be done within 30 days, and the charge may be fixed and floating. Okay, fixed means that is apply on the specific property, and floating means that apply to the, you know, the different goods. That's it. Charge will have to be registered within 30 days, that we have already done, right? If a charge created is not registered, then the same is invalid against the liquidator. See class, in the charge now we always give priority to the secured creditor. Okay, and the whatever the charge that we have created first, we have to be follow that one. Okay, and this section related to the registration of charge. That's it. Okay, now under section 77, within how many days under creation of charge, okay, with how many class, how many days after creation of charge a company is required to be registered, the charges created by company shall be registered with Registrar of Assurance, Firms, company, or all of the above? What is the right answer? What is the right answer, guys? New batch, that is the AIM batch, is going to be start from 22nd of March. So if you want to enroll in this batch, you will get the live classes, recorded session, doubt session, PDF that will be used to teach. So there are so many things that we are providing in the AIM batch. So if you want to enroll in the batch, you have to apply the coupon code Y391 for the maximum discount up to 81%. Okay, so if you want to take it, the process is very simple. All courses, law entrance, government job, JIB, CIB June 2024. This is Manjil AIM batch. Click on AIM batch, buy now, Y391. Click on apply. You can see right now 80% discount is going on, 80%. So if you want to enroll it, you have to apply this coupon code. Okay, 80%. And if you just click on CIB ka Mahapack, if you click on CIB ka Mahapack, so in the Mahapack today, double validity is going on. So if you want to crack it, you have to enroll in the CIB ka Mahapack, in which your English medium batch and the bilingual batches will be there. Recorded session of all the live classes, recorded session of video courses of elective paper, everything will be there. So guys, that's all for today's class. Have a nice day.